Hello, this short video will introduce you to the A11Y compliance platform from the Bureau of Internet Accessibility. The platform is a software as a service being used by user experience, user interaction, web programmers, and marketers to test published as well as in-development websites for compliance to the WCAG 2.1 A/AA guidelines. We'll start by reviewing the basic specifications of the platform, and then Kim Testa, Bureau of Internet Accessibility's Executive Vice President, will provide a detailed platform demonstration. And finally, we'll wrap up with licensing options. The A11Y compliance platform, nicknamed the Tool, completes a comprehensive website test against WCAG 2.1 A/AA guidelines, and of course to the U.S. government's Section 508. All compliance issues are reported by priority based on the compliance risk factor. Each compliant issue has the remediation suggestions, many with HTML code, the appropriate WCAG guideline, and is linked to the website that is being tested for easy reference. The A11Y compliance platform, or the tool as we call it internally, leverages proprietary patent-pending artificial intelligence and rules-based software engine. And we're proud to make the platform available to federal, state, and local government agencies and educational institutions at reduced prices via our GSA contract. Your platform license includes credentials to log in and execute compliance scans. Once you log in, you're presented with a clean and very intuitive home page where you can run new compliance scans, view results from prior scans, and access the rich help database, and much, much more. Here you can see the results from a compliance scan of the U.S. government's Internal Revenue Service website. On the upper left side, the home page or dashboard provides compliance scan results by WCAG principle: perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust. And the issues can be viewed by WCAG category A and separately AA. And the compliance issues are grouped by commonality in the lower left. On the right side, the compliance issues are graphically presented by type. And in the lower right, compliance issues are grouped by type. As you will see next in the live platform demo, all of the issues are linked to drill down in the way that best suits your needs. It's important to note that a digital scan will not detect all accessibility violations. Take, for example, a photo that has an alt text description. Digital technology cannot understand the photo and compare it to that description. The same is true with video captions and transcripts. Digital tech can't log into an e-commerce site, add towels to a shopping cart, and then change the quantity and color. These and many dozen more instances require digital scanning technology to partner with subject matter experts using assistive technology to find all the violations and provide remediation suggestions. Lastly, don't be fooled by the preponderance of widgets or website overlays that claim to make your website accessible literally overnight. As WCAG has stated, it's snake oil. Not only do widgets not make a website accessible, they usually make it even less accessible. Now I will turn the demonstration over to Kim Testa, Bureau of Internet Accessibility's Executive Vice President.
The Bureau of Internet Accessibility's A11Y compliance testing tool is designed for accuracy and ease of use. When you log in, you're presented with a dashboard. Within the dashboard, there's top navigation. You are able to see what URL was scanned. If you have multiple URLs, they will show up here. When you click on the drop down, it'll give you the ability to change the website or get the current website details or manage any exemptions that you may have made. Scan. This will tell you the date of the latest scan. If you have multiple scans of the same site, you're able to drill down and get them here, create a new scan, reports, or show any exemptions made. A new scan. If you would like to create a new scan on this same URL, you're given many different options. You can look at this in easy mode, which will you can just put the user label in, or if you can switch to advanced mode, which will give you multiple options to use, such as different types and how many URLs you would like scanned. And if you have any timeout areas, how long you would like us to try to get to that URL. Reports. When an automated scan is run, you have the ability to create a PDF of those results or a CSV file of those results. URLs. You have the ability to go in if you wanted to run a scan on one of the URLs within the website. You have the ability to go in here, you put the URL in. You can group the data based on the style sheets, form, media, scripting, structure, or text, or even the file type and how it's sorted as well. The help area will give you the ability to learn about the actual tool. If there are any areas that you would like to review or you're unsure how to use, you just click on the feature and you click next, and it will give you all of the ways to use that particular area within the tool itself. And then who the user is. You can change your profile, user list, a little bit about the tool itself, or you can log out. Regarding the scan itself, we present you with the data in a couple of different ways. So you can look at the same data based on the guidelines themselves, issue distribution by guideline, most common issues that are found within the automated scan, or we'll group the issues together based on commonality. So all your text script issues are grouped together, the structure, scripting, media, form, and style sheets. Or you can look at all of the issues that have been found within the scan. Developers typically will use the grouped issues that are found or most common issues. Marketing folks maybe want to go in and use it based on the guidelines themselves. All of the data to get to the exact issue of what the issue is, where the issue is, and how to fix it, or the suggested remediation, is a drill down process. So for example, within the guidelines, you have for perceivable, text alternatives, you can get to the data that way, or based on if it's level A or double A. And whatever link that you click on, it's going to pull you into where those issues are. All of the issues that are found are prioritized for you. Issues that are prioritized 1, 2, 3, and 4, those are real issues. You want to go in and fix those first. Prioritize as a number 5, you may need a human to go in and make a judgment call on those. So they may be something that a computer or an automated scan will pick up, but you may look at them and say, this really isn't an issue, and you may want to exempt it. So when you're going in, once again, drill down process, Image-based alternative text, it's prioritized as the number 2, and there are 10 issues. We'll tell you the URLs and the description of what that issue is. When you click on the number of issues, it's going to pull all of that information in. We'll tell you what the violation is, the snippets of code of where that issue is, or you can go directly to the URL of where that issue is. On the right, you'll notice where these actions are. So we will tell you about the rule info itself. What does this mean? We're an organization that's very big on educating and empowering. So we pull in all the information we can so that when you're using the tool, you can have everything at your fingertips. Remediation. Well, I have this issue, and how do I go in and fix it? Instead of having to go through the web and try and figure this out through the W3C, we'll pull in some sample before and after code when we can, or we will give you the technique and the suggested remediation. WCAG impact. There are many of these issues that are found that can impact more than one of the guidelines. And we pull this information is because we allow you to make an exemption, and I'll get into that in a minute. But the WCAG impact for this, it'll tell you exactly where this is and what it impacts. So this has to do with checkpoint 1.1.1, non-text content, level A. And then we'll give you, once again, more info. So when you click on this, it will provide you with all of that information. And then non-text, it will pull you and you can go directly to the W3C's website. Once again, having all of this information at your fingertips so you can use our tool to go in and remediate issues that we found, but you can also use this tool if you have any questions. We're going to provide you with all of that information. Exempt. Imagine you've gone in and you've looked at this and you've determined this really isn't an issue and you want to exempt it. What that means is that when you make the exemption, the next time you run a scan on this particular website, it will ignore that exemption and it will ignore that issue. When you make an exemption, however, because we track all that data for you, we want to make sure that you fill in this information when you make the exemption. The type of testimony could be, we tested it, it's okay. Alternative available, not applicable, or other. Either way, we have you, or strongly recommend that you put in the reason why you made the exemption. And then, of course, exemption options, and then the technical information for you. Now, there are 8 issues that are found within the first one. When you click on 8, it drills down even more. So this lists out the actual issues on the pages that were found. So once again, we'll tell you about the violation, the code snippets, give you the ability to go in and actually go to that web page, and then you can go in and do the remediation right from there. But once again, it gives you a ton of info and it drills right down to the actual page of where that issue is. So you can grab the code snippet, go in, find it within your code, and go in and fix it. With exemptions, you can exempt anything one by one, as we have it listed here, or you can go in and exempt all issues, all 8 of them at the same time. Either way, we track all of the exemptions that you make so that you can print these reports, or if you're ever questioned or want to know why these exemptions were made, we track it all for you, and you have the ability to go in and show the exemptions that were made. This is the way the entire tool works. It's all based on a drill down, and you can get the same information in the 3 different ways. Developers typically will choose to use the grouped issues. If you wanted to look at all of the issues found, you would click this and it literally just pulls them all up for you in a prioritized list so that you can go in, fix the number 1s, 2s, and 3s right away. These are real issues. Some of the 4s, but definitely the 5s, you want to go in and you'll have a human evaluation. Make that decision on whether this is a real issue or not. The entire tool works the same way as I had just mentioned, and it is a tool that has been designed for accuracy and ease of use.
The A11Y compliance platform is licensed to end users based on the number of users and the number of URLs to be tested. These are the commercial prices in 2020. There are significant investment incentives to include the platform in your initial full True Access audit and or your surety annual support contract. And by the way, the GSA prices are even more favorable. The A11Y compliance platform is the ideal way for your web developers, your UX and UI professionals to continually learn how to code for accessibility. We want to thank you for the investment of your time. We've analyzed more than 51,000 websites for accessibility since 2001. We provide full human and digital accessibility audits, full 7x24 accessibility support to your website users, as well as mobile application, kiosk, and document remediation. So please get in touch if you'd like us to help you on your road to accessibility.